Hey everybody, welcome to class number 3. I've got 8 separate classes to give you some basics when you start your business. And I'm just so excited. Every single Monday at 4 p.m. live Pacific. That's 5 Mountain, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. We are live together. And I've got about 8 different classes that I cover in a 8-week session. And I just want to encourage you to get the videos. You can go at your own pace, but this will complement what Mary Kay wants you to learn. And that is found under education in Mary Kay in Touch. So let's review a couple things. Number one, I'm going to go ahead and screen share as you have your welcome packet. If you don't have it, go back to your first email from me. Why do I have two? Hold on. I want to make sure everybody sees what I'm seeing. Okay, good. You can all see this. So let's just go back to the first page of this. This is your welcome packet. This was emailed to you. You can also find it in our Facebook page. Now, our Facebook page does have a section called guides. That might just be the easiest. I also have it at our eHub. Now, let's talk about the eHub. You have to accept the registration and create a website. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it was an email. I need to send you a new email. So get with me so you can get into our eHub. A lot of awesome things are at the eHub, and I don't want you to miss out on it. But this is what we're going to review very briefly today before I dive into some of the other things. So in our most of this was part of class number 1, but I just want to bring you to the script, okay? So keep working on your list. Just want to encourage you. This is something I do every week. I have a new list, actually almost every day. I put new people on my contact. Ladies, everywhere you go, you have an opportunity to befriend somebody. Mary Kay said a friend is just a stranger you haven't met. And that's really one of the things I loved about Mary Kay, because there were people that I would talk to when I was getting my, nails done, or I was at the grocery store, or I was waiting for something at work when I worked in the hospital. And there'd be people that walked in and I would have a nice conversation, but then there was nothing more. And I really liked that person. You see, Mary Kay allows us to take that friendship and grow it, because we can say, you know what? I know we'll talk more on our lunch break, but I am so excited. I just started this Mary Kay thing, and I'm actually in training, and I need a fun facial, somebody to practice on. Is there any reason why we couldn't get together, have a cup of coffee? Maybe I'll treat you to a facial. That was always received with, oh my God, I would love to. Why? Because as we talked about it in class number 1, Mary Kay said we have signs on our forehead. What do they say? Make me feel special. I made her feel special. So remember that as you're out and about. You'll become somebody who's more just loved and more appreciated when you are a giver. So the second thing that we have, if we can review class number 1, everyone has 2 signs on their forehead, is what's in it for me. So we always want to make sure that we share with them, oh my gosh, you're going to be treated to the newest anti-aging skincare program that Mary Kay has to offer. Absolutely complimentary, but I can't wait to get your feedback. What would be a good day for you? And what I've just done is the script. So let's go forward a little bit. And when you are using the script, ladies, scheduling works. The most important thing is you've got to actually do it. And I'm willing to do it with you. So few of you are calling me up and saying, let's do our calls together. And I do that. Primarily, Tuesday is my day where I do lots and lots of phone work. So make sure you schedule your Talk to Me Tuesday. It's just our little phrase, so that I can do those booking calls with you. Because as you start to get more comfortable, you won't need me. You'll be able to fit this in. And I played games with myself. I always said, okay, I only have 15 minutes. How many calls can I make? And I would have fun seeing if I could have 5 dials done. And this would be great. Let's go ahead and follow this model one more time. What to say is, if I blank, would you? It's a powerful phrase. And of course, I want to go all the way to being a live event, okay? Hey, Jen, this is Andrea. Did I catch you at a good time? Do you have a quick minute? I'm totally excited. I just started my business with Mary Kay. If she responds negatively, you can just say, I know it sounds crazy, but I think it's going to be really fun. The first phase of my training is to practice on 30 faces in 30 days. It's not a selling appointment, but more of a training appointment. I thought of you because you are such a blank. Give her a compliment and deserved a quick pampering. You get a 3D miracle makeover with a deep cleansing charcoal mask. If I were to send you or drop off a personal pamper package, would you be one of my practice faces? Now that's because so many of us are doing virtual appointments. If you're doing it live, then just don't even say that. Say, if I were to treat you, would you give me your feedback? And then, of course, when she says yes, you look at the calendar. And as Mary Kay taught us, always give 2 choices. Now, again, what I am doing for all of our consultants is every Monday is Makeover Monday. So invite them. It's going to be at 5 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. So it's 6 Mountain, 7 Central, and 8 Eastern. That's a simple way where you know I'm there to teach and to guide you. And of course, you could do your own session, but the Zoom link for Mondays is right here. Okay, so is everybody excited just to dive into our session for today? So as we are here for class number 3, class number 3 is all about your job description as an independent beauty consultant. There are some important legal rules for IBCs to follow, and we're going to talk about your brand. So fill in the blanks with me. Hopefully you have a piece of paper. This is actually not in your welcome packet, but every time you come to New Consultant Bootcamp, you want to have your welcome packet and you want to have your notebook so you can take more notes. Okay, let's fill in the blanks together, right? From Mary Kay Ash, your attitude determines your altitude. And every single day, we are going to be bombarded with negative thoughts. Let me put it this way: new level, new devil. That's a phrase that I maybe heard, didn't always understand. But every time that God asks you or gives you that dream to grow into his vision, enemy's going to come after you, and it's going to come in the form of your loving husband who doesn't really support your idea, or your kids that are very negative because you're trying to leave them and they give you the guilt trip again, and all of these things that you are going to have to get your mind in the right place. And that's why we have the daily hotline. Hopefully you've already been taking advantage of the daily hotline. That is 24/7, you can call it. I changed the message Monday through Friday around 10 a.m. So write this number down if you don't already have it: 385-330-9011. The daily hotline, it's a great way to get your mind right. When your mind is right, you can keep going with what you set out to do. And let me just tell you, there's a big reason that God gave you this gift. Don't allow anyone to steal your dream. Sometimes our dreams are teeny weeny in the beginning, and that's okay. You just need to make sure you know people like me are going to be your balcony people. So stick to me like Velcro, because your attitude determines your altitude. And we'll be working on that because your attitude will dip, as everybody's does. We're human beings. We go up and we go down. And as ladies, we go down a lot. So we've got to stick together. Now, what is Mary Kay's proven success plan? All right. Book, sell, book, recruit. There you go. That's our proven success plan. We book, we schedule an appointment, we sell. We sell skincare sets at that appointment. We book a second appointment, and then we turn that into a facial with friends or a party, and then we recruit the hostess of the original party. So the formula for success Mary Kay created is very simple, but we have seen people water it down. I don't want to water it down. I want to praise you as you grow. But the ultimate formula for success in Mary Kay is 3 parties a week, 3 sharing appointments a week, and $300 in sales a week. Now, a party would be an actual presentation where either people put it on their face or you're going over the products with someone and you get their opinion at the end. I'm giving a sample calling them back. What did you think? That is not a full party or presentation, okay? So a party would be 3 people together. Now, if you want to do 9 individual facials for the week, you might be able to, I actually grouped those together. And I did a lot of that where I was the hostess and I just had individual people come to the house at the same time. I had the party, and that's the way I recommend you do it. 3 parties, 3 sharing of appointments, and $300 in sales. Our business is like a train track. One side we share our products, while also sharing our company, the marketing plan. When we're lopsided, we don't go very fast, right? We are lopsided when we share only one of them. So if you're not selling the product, if you're only selling the product, then you won't be able to go as fast and you're not going to get the momentum. If you're only recruiting, then you will find that your customer base decreases. So we've got to learn how to keep the train tracks going at the same time, the wheels on the track, right? Now, what is your independent beauty consultant job description? Well, this is very, very simple, but it's profound. To make a woman feel special. We educate her on the product benefits and then offer them to her. We educate and we offer. We educate and we offer. We educate and we offer. That's what we do. We are in direct sales. So there's no middleman. Isn't that great? During the pandemic, my whole neighborhood got excited. I live in San Diego. There's a lot of fisheries, and everybody got so excited because the poor fishermen who used to sell to the restaurants closed down. So they were losing so much of their livelihood. And we have an awesome community where people want to support local. Well, when they started coming in on the docks and just selling their fish straight off the boat, we loved it because it was a great price. And of course, they loved it because they were still making a profit. Well, gang, that's sort of what we do. We're bringing it right from the manufacturing plant. Mary Kay ships it directly to us and we bring it directly to our customer. There's no middleman, so the prices are not jacked up. So we educate people on the benefits. Now, let me tell you, being excited and enthusiastic about how the products are working for you is basically the key to your sales success. When you're not excited about how the products are working for you and you are trying to push something, it's an icky feeling. It's just going to feel more like you're trying to sell something versus help somebody. So I encourage you, you've got to use the products. You've got to use them all. And when you're using them all, you get to write them off as a demo. So another very important part of having your inventory so that you, of course, are truly sharing from the heart. And there are some products that I'm not crazy about. So I might not talk about them often, but for people, there are people who love them. I'm not going to rain on their parade, but I'm going to be honest and share what my favorites are. And I'm going to expand trying more products so that my favorite list can grow. We educate and we offer. Lastly, let me tell you, stories sell. Facts tell. So if you want to sell a lot, share your story, share how your skin was before, how it is affected now, share the benefits, and you are going to see so much more success. Share the benefits. Share the benefits and the product I got caught off guard. Share the products and the company together, like a PB&J. Bookings are the lifeline of your business. I should probably read this let me just move my little thing. Bookings are more important than party sales. Now, what does that mean? When you have your party, maybe you find your sales are not that great. Don't worry. I cannot even tell you how many national sales directors there are because they went to their second appointment, They love the product, but maybe didn't have it in their budget at the time. They went to their second appointment. They learned more about the product benefits. They heard the story of the beauty consultant, and they decided to sign up and give it a try and then use the product. So you've got to remember, if you sell and have no future appointment, the checkup from the neck up is what we're going to teach you to say and what the second appointment is all about. And I will add, with our 100% guarantee, that second appointment is absolutely crucial so that she's happy. So we do a checkup from the neck up so that she is using the products and seeing the benefits in just the 2 weeks. But bookings from your bookings mean you still have something in the future to get excited about. If you sell but don't have any future bookings, your business is closed. When you have future bookings, your store is still open. People are not purchasing Mary Kay. Let me say that again. People are not purchasing Mary Kay. They are purchasing you first. So we have to understand that when we come in Mary Kay, a lot of times, if you're like me, I was a little rough. I just was more tomboy. I didn't know really how to sugarcoat things or be kind and considerate. I was just rough. I had more guy friends, and guys sometimes don't care how you say it, but women, we get our feelings hurt. And I had to learn how to be a little bit more refined. And that's what I loved about my Mary Kay training. So keep coming. Always, always, always make your Mary Kay training your priority each and every week. So I learned that they were going to purchase from me first. And when they liked me, they would share me with their friends. So let me talk a little bit about Mary Kay's expectations, okay? The expectations are on our image. Very simple. Are you ready? No bums, no boobs, and no bellies showing when you are in your Mary Kay business attire. Now, I know that might sound silly, but I actually was in my 20s when I started, and I thought the shorter the skirt, hey, I had some cute legs. Well, we're not selling legs, right? We're not selling what goes with the legs, right? We are selling to women. And women, we want to present just a professional image. Doesn't mean you have to go buy new clothes, but it might mean that you invest in the beauty coat and have a couple of key pieces that you can find at very affordable places. But what this is going to do is boost your confidence. No bums, no boobs, and no bellies when we have corporate events, okay? So do you see my blouse? This is just a little simple V-neck. This is not a business blouse, but it is something for my virtual. Now, if I had it much lower, that would be inappropriate. If I had it, my pants or my skirt where I sit down and my panties are showing on the back side, that would be inappropriate. If my tummy was showing, no bums, no boobs, no bellies. You guys get it. What does professional dress mean to you? Well, which of these represents professional to you? I'm just going to share the best things to do is to take any Mary Kay brochure and just copy it no matter your size. You can be professional. And how do you find professional outfits? Well, number one, just have it fit properly. This kind of thing would just not be professional. I hope you know there's of course the belly, cut jeans. We don't look as professional in this kind of attire. This is fabulous, but guess what? It doesn't matter if you're not that size. If you notice over here, we have a more voluptuous model, and she's wearing appropriate clothing. This might not quite be as appropriate, even if you have curves. We want to make sure we get a nice little shapely, a little girdle underneath, or I guess they're called Spanx. Those are so helpful, but it gives you a much more tight, very confident and professional look. So ladies, we just want to remember that some things we don't need to show in Mary Kay, but the best investment is a beauty coat. We have a simple shirt underneath, a beauty coat, a black skirt, and some nice either just flats or some nice heels to go along with that. Now, let's just go back to image. Check your undergarments. If you want to feel better, let me tell you, this is some of my favorite ways of feeling better. We're going to close with just understanding a good bra. Slips. If you're going to wear a skirt, make sure it's got a slip because you can see through. And again, it gives you that professional edge. Get you a pair of Spanx and dress to impress. You'll feel so much better about yourself. Now, that doesn't mean you have to do it every day, but when you go out, when you have your Mary Kay pen on or you're holding an appointment, make sure you are feeling your best because it will come through. Black skirt, white blouse, professional heels, or of course flats. I have some foot issues, so I've got some nice flats. I just don't recommend wearing big, like my daughter has big boots like Doc Martens. That might not be the best, although, hey, if you got it and it looks sort of cute with a skirt, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Starter kit bag. Oh man, that thing is professional. You can use that as a briefcase and carry everything. And of course your Mary Kay name tag. And that is so nice. And it's nice and professional. So that makes it very professional. Okay, clean car. Oh, ladies, what does Mary Kay expect? A clean car. Don't go putting your Mary Kay sticker on a nasty car that has tons of French fries in the back and you have spilled boxes of clothes and it's just a mess. No, please just take the Mary Kay sticker off, for goodness sakes, right? You do not want to have any negative image associated with our company because guess what? You are a part of maintaining our great image. Now, customers, last but not least, customers are always right. That's the hardest part about being in customer service, but we always have to remember part of our image is customers are always right. So when things are not going well, we're going to try to find a way to satisfy our customer, and a great attitude will go a long way. Remember, this day and age with social media and Google, it's like Yelp, but it's Google. They will share if they had a good experience or not. So that's why we want to recommend you have the product so your customer can start using them immediately. Nothing worse than waiting on something. And I've had consultants, their customers have waited, the consultants forgot, or they spent their money, and it was just horrible professionalism. So make sure you have your store stocked and ready to satisfy your customers because they will tell others. And when people do not have to wait, they get it on the spot, they're going to tell their friends. Okay, now what are my expectations as your sales director? Okay, be a woman of your word. Oh my gosh. So when you say you're going to do something, please follow through with it. If you say you're going to be at the meeting, make sure you're at the meeting. Now, I understand if you change your mind or circumstances happen, call me. Just communicate. That's all there is. People honor and respect that so much more. Now, may I share a little secret, you guys? One thing I would say is if you had a meeting with anyone, okay, let's say that you and I were going to talk about your goals and we had it set for Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. If something happens and you can't make it, don't just say I can't make the meeting. That's great. But that, my friends, is only about 50% great. If you want to be a woman of excellence, what you want to do is, as a proactive measure, communicate. I'm so sorry, Andrea. Something came up with that 9 a.m. commitment that I made with you. Can we please reschedule to this date? Or I'm available, and give 3 choices. That little extra communication provides a great ability for somebody to still work around the situation, and it elevates your level of professionalism in everybody's eyes. Show up and you go up. That's a phrase we say all the time. Show up and you go up. My commitment, my time, my energy, my desire to help you in your goals will match your commitment to our events and willingness to show up. So if you tell me, Andrea, I want to earn a car, I want to earn $1,000 extra part-time a week, I'm willing to put in the right amount of time. Can't make $1,000 in Mary Kay in 1 hour of time. Most importantly, if you're not showing up to my events, if you're not showing up to my educational events, or at least doing the videos and responding back to me what you're learning, then I don't see your level of commitment to earn my time. And I want everyone to have my time. Believe me, I do. So I just want you to know that when you are a woman of your word, when you start to really look at, Mary Kay can provide me with a lifestyle that gives me more time, more freedom, and more money. But you've got to find that commitment and that obedience to do what you say you're going to do. And oh man, the fun that we're going to have. Let me tell you, there's more fun working with one another than any job out there. So I believe that we have come to the end. Thank you for watching my class number 3. Can't wait to work with you. If you haven't had a launch party, let's make sure we schedule. Don't wait for something big. Let's get those facials in, Monday night makeovers. I've got some things other times during the week. And of course, you can set your own time. And when you're a star consultant, I haven't even talked about star consultant, but when you're a star consultant, you earn me for your debut. So have a great night. We will talk to you later.